Hey guys, it's Ryan from Comic Collectables. Today we're actually going to be doing a video comparing our business basically on what PokéNE's video is about. If you guys have seen this already, it's pretty informative and I think it's very true till now. So basically what this video goes over, is the title says, it's 7 secrets to building a 7-figure Pokemon business. I've made my own bullet points to this video, and really it's just an overall business perspective on how I've been doing things. And I'm hoping that will teach you guys some things as well as mistakes that I've made that hopefully you guys can avoid if you want to make less of a risk to yourself or your business. So the first bullet point that I want to talk about is that trustworthy businesses will always have advantage over yours. In my perspective, as my business, I'm still starting off and I'm still small. And not very many people know me. And as you if you were to compare mine and PokéNE's business, there's you'll probably get the business over mine because I haven't done as much content. People don't know me, and I've literally started probably I think since April 2025. So if you put that in perspective, he's been doing his business for a long time, probably obviously more than 3-5 years. He would get the business regardless. So in that perspective, that makes sense. What I didn't mention is this is more of a Canadian perspective. So my competitors are going to be different, or there's some of them are going to be the same, but mostly there's some different ones. Like for example, I've noted that there's Blake's Toys on eBay. He has a lot more sales for me compared to mine, and as well as if you look at like Hobbyville or 401 games, they've been around a lot longer than me. So in that aspect, they're probably also going to get business over mine unless I have some way to make money with a lower price than they do somehow. It's something I do try to do. I do lower the price a little bit as to compete. You also have to know that you're going to probably take a smaller margin, which I have, and that's going to be noticeable with my Japanese products that I've done since April. And if you've shopped with me from Facebook Marketplace or anywhere else, I mean, I'm usually selling cheaper. He did mention something about selling your personal collection to make money, which makes sense. You don't have to do that. I did that. I sold some things that I didn't really have any, it didn't have any sentimental value. I just keep the ones that I like mostly. If you're trying to be a business rather than a collector, that's something you're probably gonna have to do with your own personal collection, which I have done. I don't know if he really talked about in this video specifically, but in another video he did mention that content will be your key way to make money if you don't really have any capital or other way to make money, and you'll be great. Make that content. I'm trying to do more of that, so hopefully that will help your business as well, and you'll probably be seeing me do more content just so I can get my name out there, which brings you to the first bullet point, trustworthy business. And yeah, it kind of just all goes into one thing.
This is future me. I did forget to mention one of the important ways to make money is to start a side job, like he mentioned in his video. That's probably one of the easiest ways to make money for your business to start it off.
Another talking point for the personal collection, if you're going to be a business, a flipper, or a collector, I would say for my singles, I'm between a business and a flipper. I have bought cards and I'm trying to make money off of them. That's basically the point of buying singles. If you have a way to people to bring in your bulk, or how people have their buy list, that's something to keep in mind. And that's something I haven't done, but right now I'm just I personally get cards and sell them. Right, so the third bullet point, as I titled it, you are going to suck at something some start of the process. There'll be some losses. I used to be horrible at thinking about growth and scared to spend some money to make money. I think that's reasonable because you don't want to lose money on a business, but at the same time you kind of have to spend money eventually at some point, whether it's going to be supplies or you have to get inventory. The point of buying that inventory is to know that you're going to be selling it anyways. Spent the cash, you're going to be selling it, and hopefully for more, and that's the goal. So that's something to get over. That's definitely something that took me some time to mentally get over, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad, especially when you make money off some of the things that you're selling. If you guys are anxious or you get nervous to make content, or just you think you don't have anything to say, you don't have any ideas, everyone's you're in the same boat. There's a lot of people that are like that, myself included, and that's another thing that I believe PokéNE stressed is content is key. Going to make you money without spending the money, and it's going to help you market. So that's something that I've realized over 2025, and slowly still trying to realize it and trying to make more content, which is something I'm not good at, or at least I don't think I'm good at, and I know I probably am good at it in some way or another, but it's just more like a mental thing. So just get over it, try to be more positive, and do your best. I'm at an overall loss, and I'm fine with that because I know that I have the potential to make at least 10 to 15% off of whatever I bought, even if there's going to be a few losses here and there. I've bought inventory, sold some. Whatever I sell, I buy more of. My goal was to really increase my inventory so I could have things to sell, and it's slowly working, and that might not be the best approach. It's business, like it's going to be part of the learning process. If I remember correctly, I remember in one of his videos he did mention that you can compare it almost to drop shipping. You get a partner like from Japan or whatever. I personally haven't tried this method, but I see how it could work. But I've been just buying stock from Japan, buy the boxes, bring them here, pay the customs or whatever. But if you do like this drop shipping method, you wouldn't have to worry about having the stock, and you would just like inform people that it's gonna take 7 days to ship it out. You get your product in 2-3 days, and then you ship it out to them. All I'm trying to say is figure out how you can make money without having to spend too much on the back end. So I'm going to talk about the shipping costs. So what he basically said is that either they're going to be low for like someone local, like if you ship to someone local, let's say you're shipping to Canada Post and you have the eBay labels on there, you get like 67% off the label. Sometimes the labels can be, well, it's not always 67%, it's always random. You get it 67% on the label off on eBay, and local one costs like $4 and maybe 80 cents. But then you get someone that's in like Calgary, it costs like $11. So you're gonna lose money on some shipping, and that's true. That's happened to me, especially on eBay, where I don't know why, but like Calgary is just so much more expensive. I know it's further away, but like sometimes it's like a $5 difference, which makes no sense to me, but I guess it does. If you've done it for a while, it makes sense, but I don't know, shipping just seems expensive. You're gonna make some money on shipping, you're gonna lose some money on shipping. Talking point about the shipping costs, point is 100% true. Obviously, he's done it, I've seen it as a case study. Shipping partners like Shipping Stallion, there's one in Canada called, I think it's Chit Chats. I just use Shipping Stallion for now because it's been the most useful one, at least closest to me. The reason why I do use that is usually for the international and the USA orders. They're a lot more cheaper than eBay. And like if you were to go to the Canada Post or like Purelator, you'll probably spend double the price. So something to keep in mind. Definitely use a shipping partner. For my website, there's Wix. I use Wix there, but obviously you can use Shopify or whatever you want to use. Basically, you're gonna have to connect your shipping partner to your web pages, and that will help you give the rates that you want to give. And also goes back to the bullet point of, you're gonna lose some, win some. Some shipping's gonna be more. But overall, yeah, you just want to save money on your shipping costs. So shipping partners are definitely a plus, but this is more of something I dealt with. Is it cheaper to go with an eBay label or ship cheaper with Ship Stallion? You have to figure out the pros and cons of your situation. And with my situation, basically, there was some times where an eBay label would be about $2 more than what a Ship Stallion label would be. It wasn't really beneficial for me to take the cheaper label because I had to drive almost 20 minutes, I would say, to ship that specific box. So me driving 20 minutes over spending $2 and drive 3 minutes, for me that would just take the eBay label, because yeah, it might be like $1 or $2 more, but I don't have to travel and it's gas money. So yeah, different situations call for different ideas or decisions. Overall, shipping partners are probably the best in most situations. Next bullet point was saving money on shipping supplies. My talking point is this is 100% true. You need to save money. Everything he said is like so true. Like I remember what he's saying, like the bubble wrap from Walmart. Like yeah, like don't buy that. It's so expensive. I think I did actually buy bubble wrap from Walmart, which is kind of funny. You can also look at Amazon for some certain packages. Like if you don't want a huge bulk inventory, sometimes Amazon will have deals like smaller, cheaper deals. Or if you want to just test a box, like Amazon might be the better for like a smaller, cheap bulk option, because sometimes Ulane, they make you buy like 50 or 100, and sometimes it's just, you don't even know if that box is what you want. Yeah. Last bullet point I had was the football analogy. I don't know if that was really necessarily a secret that he had, but I think what he's just trying to say, don't try to fix a method that works. If you're a business, like, it makes sense. If you follow his method, you would probably have some type of success. And after doing it for so many years, like, you just get better at it, and his success shows. Everything that I've tried to do that was different compared to what he's done, it's obvious that it shows. For example, like, I decided to buy inventory, made a website, thought I was gonna have more leads for sales. Obviously not true. Like, you have to do the content, people have to know you. That's something I had to learn, obviously, the hard way. I know he's probably made videos before it. I just didn't. I'm more of like a gung-ho person. I kind of just do it and learn from it and like do some research. If you watch his video, I guarantee you probably have some good success with it, because he has so many points that he makes that are very relatable to my business. One thing I do want to mention is Facebook Marketplace. If you sell on Facebook Marketplace, you're always going to deal with people lowballing you. So that's something to keep in mind. It is annoying and aggravating, but if you just set a price and you stick to it, there will be some people that will just be like, hey, I will buy that. Like, they won't even ask for a price. Like, where can you meet? I think it's also one of the better places to sell if you're new, because you can get a local community that will know you, and maybe they will talk about you and then spread your word. Thanks for watching this long video. If you have questions, let me know. I'm still going on this around the way. Anyways, thanks guys. Take care. Don't get discouraged. Keep trying. You can do this. All right. Peace. Bye.